Hi, this is Kyle Piercy with UNDathletics.com, sitting here with Coach Malik Tabet. Coach, this weekend the men's Midwest Regional Tournament is in Michigan. What are your expectations for the tournament?
You know, we do have a fairly young team. For some of the returnees, we're going to try to, of course, the expectation is to always win the tournament and make it to the national tournament in Florida. But for the newcomers, it's mainly trying to get experience, understand, and, pretty much build our game toward winning it in next year or two.
Speaking of newcomers, talk about Nico and Vlad. They've had one weekend under their belt now at the collegiate level. What do you hope for them to accomplish this weekend?
After getting over all these nerves they had as their first tournament, first collegiate matches, I thought they did fairly well. Of course, there are a few things that we need to change in the games to play better logical tennis. I think they understood what I was looking for. They came back yesterday for our first practice and really worked on applying these things. And I felt like they understood the concept. And this next couple of days are going to be here for us to reinforce what we've learned this past weekend, and hopefully we'll be ready to go for the tournament.
Sophomore Luke Hubert was able to win his draw for you this past weekend. I mean, is he ready to sort of step up as a leader for this team, even though he's just a sophomore?
For sure. I mean, he showed, to me, a leader doesn't only mean, producing results. It's also work ethics, and his work ethics are showing on the tennis court, as far as results or whether what he's doing on the tennis court during practices. I'm very impressed with Luke. He showed tremendous work ethics, tremendous commitment to his game. He understands what we're looking for, and the results showed this past weekend. He played some strong tennis, and I'm hoping that he will have a good draw to really go far in this tournament.
What do you expect out of your doubles lineup this weekend?
We still are kind of looking for our doubles. Right now, I wanted to have the two freshmen, Vlad and Nico, play together this past weekend. Kind of teach them the ropes on how to play and what we're looking for. So we played well for the talent that we had, but we just did not execute well enough. And that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on this week. I'm still going to have them play together. I think they have tremendous talent. They have tremendous potential to play together. We just needed to fix a few things here and there to get them to play the right way. And I think they're going to do well this weekend.
Speaking of execution, this past weekend, 6 finals draws, but just 1 finals victory. How do you sort of bridge that gap?
It's just, we spent pretty much a summer away from each other. When they came back, we pretty much spent 2 weeks on trying to readjust into what we left off last year. We've played some great competition. I mean, we had, Ohio Dominican, we had DePaul, we had Grand Valley State, who are, 3 solid teams. So the competition was there. I felt like what we're missing is really a lack of executing the right shots. We kind of played sometimes backward tennis in the crush time. And we've talked a lot about this. We spent a lot of time talking about our matches. We did analyze a lot of our matches, and I think the kids, really understood what is expected. It's going to be the test this coming weekend.
What leading up to the weekend? What's the message this week in practice?
I pretty much geared my practices toward what we lacked over the weekend. So we talked a lot about directionals. We talked a lot about accuracy into our shots. We also talked a little bit about technique, things that I felt like we were missing into our strokes this past weekend. So it's pretty much fine-tuning right now, and we're going to come in and try to execute these things. I'm not really concerned about the tournament. I know it's the biggest tournament of our fall season, but my goal is to get my team to peak and be ready during conference season in spring.
All right, well, thank you, Coach. Make sure you follow UNDathletics.com for all the updates from this weekend.